Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Rewrite, and I'm back from the travel, and I didn't record it for a few days, and I did not had like backup videos and stuff. I don't know if this is on schedule, probably it is, and also I'm doing a marathon with Rewrite right now, I guess, because we're, I guess, closer than ever to finishing the Rewrite, so yeah. I'm probably going to upload more rewrite than usual, by the cost of other series on the channel, just to finish the game. And since we are getting closer and closer to the end, I'm going to ask you now and later as well to let me know in the comments what you want me to play next time. So yeah, what should replace rewrite on the channel? What big novel you would like to see? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, for now, let's just load the game and let's continue. I don't think like we have many episodes left, so you still have few chances to let me know what you want to play. If possible, please no key game. I had like 2 key games in the row. That's not half. Actually 3 probably, or even more. Jesus. But we'll see, like, you know, vote pools are going to happen, and what win, that will win. So yeah, anyway. Just whatever you want. The internal inspection continues. There's been information leaked to Guardian. It wasn't intentional. It was due to character of the former martial group, the religious organization. A Japanese martial group was originally an obscure primitive religion rooted in the land of the and earth. It was also a sect of summoners. As everything modernized, Gaians all over the world began to join forces. From this arose the giant organization known as Magna Martel. Oh, I think like this is the first time we heard about this. Did that happen in original rewrite? I don't think so. Nowadays, it's called itself a pro-environment group headquartered in Naples. Until about 50 years ago, the Japanese martial group was a full-blown religious organization. Its members had no more awareness of the counter-religions than the average person. The old ways of thinking have survived until today. Information probably just leaked out. Or maybe Kashima the Holy Woman was responsible. Political expert Suzaki put a stop to that. He transformed the Japanese martial group into a scientific organization. Nowadays, it feels like Suzaki and Kashima have parted ways. And though it has nothing more than the false accusation, you could say Kashima Sakura is still the hole that leaks can be traced back to. Are they testing me? Making me file a report indicting Kashima. Currently, Suzaki has control over the majority of the organization. The right thing to do is join Suzaki faction and wait for my chance. But I can't help but wonder. As someone who's met Kashima Sakura... Yeah, so basically, if Suzaki knows about Ki and everything. Because yeah, like Kotaro here doesn't know that Suzaki won't basically save a planet by developing like familiars and stuff into as a common thing instead of like just for selective few. There lies my best chance to success. Suzaki or Kashima. I have to choose one. Even if I can manage to keep up with the worldly-minded Suzaki, even I can manage. But Kashima, I conclude that sooner or later I need to see Kashima Sakura herself one more time. I have my concerns about putting on an act as my Suzuki Bond persona. Okay. I learned that all my fellow summoners who joined the same time as me have their interviews with Kashima already. Apparently they all spoke to her at the meeting, not at the HQ. I haven't gone to meetings since becoming a summoner, but I start going again. I've heard that Kashima is revered by the old believers. Among the attendees are many people who know of her enduring power. While these people are unaware of the summoner's rituals, they are true blue adherents, who still keep that old religious ways alive. I behave as if I agree with them. I have good timing. Kashima Sakura appears at the meeting after a few weeks of this. I'm a promising recruit promoted within HQ. I don't have to take the initiative myself. A professor introduced me to her. Okay. Yeah, she was like very smart about her questions back in the day. I prepared impeccable false answers for my personal history and academic background. They are solid that even Guardian wouldn't find a thing amiss if they looked into them. Damn. Okay. Well, that kind of explains why they don't find you, like, where are you going. But still, like, you're missing, like, for, like, some time. And they, like, Guardian could probably realize that you are missing and you are going to, like, Gaia, like, meetings, right? Actually, not all meetings, the Martel group meetings, I guess. Which are public. But still, like, that would kinda, like, probably should set some alarms on Guardian? I don't know. I'm confident in one thing, which is my ability to handle inquiries about my past. The key thing is to make absolutely sure that your true intentions aren't readable from your speech and conduct. First saying hello. Okay. We have like full conversation guided by Kogari. Interesting. Okay. Just whatever feels right. Say I'm Jade Bond. James Bond. I'm Kazamatsuri Bond. I'm Tennoji Kotaro. I'm Suzuki Bond. Yeah. That's our persona right now. That's what I'm going with. I mean, that makes sense. As for our basic conversation. Okay, let's see. Mixing some truth with acting. That's a good thing. Wow. Cement everything with solid acting. Just be myself, so whatever it feels. Like, this is good. This like increase credibility for things that are fake. You can give some truths that have very little meaning, but can give like better feel that lies are more concrete and true. That's nice. That's smart. Right, I'm gonna do that. Next is how to discuss Suzaki. Don't hide my contact with Suzaki. Yeah, she probably knows already, so makes sense. Is it I know Suzaki? Yeah, that makes sense. That should work. If she happens to ask me about my ideology, advocate for Suzaki. Pretend I'm Gaian, flaunt my hunting instincts. Okay, so you're going to tell her that you are actually agreeing with Suzaki. Why does the play? Didn't you want to like some inner info from Sakura? I mean, I guess, okay, that makes sense because she already probably knows that you are talking with Suzaki, and if you are like more with like his forces than hers, then of course you are like more like leaning into Suzaki point of view. So saying anything else would make no sense. So yeah, this is like the most like truthful answer that you can give. I guess that makes sense, yeah. That's the only way I can react. She is a conservative symbol. If she asks for my loyalty, stick with Suzaki faction, yeah. Join Kashima, pretend to join Global Feels right, yeah. Like, it makes sense. We can assume that she just knows, so... Should the need arise, that's the attitude I plan to take. Also, sticking, like, actually being with Suzaki and stuff, it have, like, better chance of, like, stopping the war between Gaia and Guardian than sticking with Kashima. Like, Kashima's just going to keep this, like, going, basically. And also, there was like a very interesting theory in the comments before, that Kashima Sakura may already know that this is like point of no return, and like revolution will not happen, you know? That's a very interesting point. I don't know if like that's true. I don't feel like it. But maybe, who knows. Interesting theory though. Okay. Also something to be very careful about. Don't bring up the key. Yeah. Yeah, you bring this up, then you are fucked. Like, seriously. Yeah. That's what I should do. If the conversation stalls out, say nothing. Okay. Just silent treatment. Yeah, that's how I will recover my presence of mind. Reaching into my inside pocket, I switch a device on. That should be good. Oh, you're recording this. Then I knock the door of the waiting room prepared for Kashima Sakura. Okay. With a bow, I enter the room. Like, Suzaki and Suzaki faction and Guardian probably have like very high probability of like stopping this. Like, if we get like Suzaki's side and we can like basically close Kashima part of Gaia, then we're home, I think. Guardian doesn't necessarily want to kill Ki per se. They just like protecting themselves. And Suzaki wants to protect humans as well. By protecting the planet, by like making the scientific developments. So yeah. Like Suzaki is the answer here. Her powerful gaze pierces through me with no reservation. Her sudden question catches me by surprise. Yeah. I'm glad I ran through our conversation in my head. One very tense moment of my life begins. Okay. And the discussion is over. Okay, we just time skip this. She closes her eyes, putting her thoughts in order meditatively. Okay.
私の付き人を退いてから資金で困ったことがないのが良い証拠ね。
Okay.
昔からの支持者の中には須崎たちを嫌う者がいるのも事実だけれど、お前はそれなりに世俗的なようだけど、曲がりなりにも魔物を扱えるのだからわかるでしょ。このまま静かに消えていけるなら、それで本望なのよ。
Kashima speaks in their own way, telling me nothing at all. She doesn't voice a single true opinion. It's all cheap lip service. It's impossible to extract any info from this older lady. I tried to butter her up, but I ended up getting seen right through. It's dangerous, I shouldn't have engaged her. It really was the right decision to side with Suzaki faction. They're all really easy to understand. I'm never going to be able to comprehend Kashima Sakura. As I'm about to say goodbye and take my leave, she stops me. Okay. Well, don't bring up the key. She brought it up though. Yeah, just act as you don't know. Also interesting. If you want to rise... Okay.
彼らが密かに追い求めているもの、たとえ人を殺めてでも。
I mean, you have a pursuit on it as well, and you kinda want everyone killed, so yeah, kinda the same.
そういう流れだ。
そうですか。
Gaga reactions ice cold.
文句があるなら聞くぞ。
ありますが。Yeah,
she's like, it's too slow. And we still know that this is like at least few years still.
無理難題じゃなけりゃ聞くさ。
話にならないです。
あまり拗ねないでくれ。ちゃんと動いてるよ。派手じゃないけどな。慣れない作文ばかりで嫌になりそうだけどな。
今はもうその言葉を信じるほかあり。
あれ？小鳥か？
Okay. Kotori is asleep, covered with the gigantic leaf. Her hair is the only part of her peeking out of it, which is how I knew.
食虫植物に食われたみたいだなあれ。
小鳥は良い働きをしています。
夜中なんだけどな。
Kotori hasn't tried to debate with me since then. She apparently goes home sometimes, but she is here late at night at times.
これ魔物か。
A half-made familiar is laid out somewhere that must be Kotori's workshop. She's replicating some sort of animal that looks like the medium-sized dog by making a skeleton out of wood. Oh yeah, she's trying to make a chibi moth. Like she did like bunch of them, like a lot of them, right? But only one got like consciousness of Pero. Next to it is sitting soil and a huge quantity of crab shells. Wait, crab? She's clearly going to use those to make the familiar. Kotori is much more of an expert than I am at this, having ancient wisdom instilled in her.
タイプは初めて見るな。
強力なしもべだそうです。
Okay.
これが完成した暁には地球を支配します。
I don't think she made anything like this.
だんだん頭悪くなってない。
Yeah.
そのようなことはありません。最近は人の集落から離れているため。
Okay.
どんな強い魔物でも一匹じゃどうにもなんない。どんな強い超人でも戦車は破壊できないようにな。
I would disagree.
戦車。ホモサピエンス。
個人の体の強さなんてたかが知れてる。大事なのは勝てる状況を作る力だ。これは目には見えにくい。あんた同様のものさ。
かがりに良い考えがあります。
Okay.
超人より戦車が圧倒的に強いというなら、それを入手すべきでは。
Makes no sense. She's always like this, but still.
戦車を用いて地球を支配するのです。
God damn it.
この国では戦車の個人所有
Wow.
法律で認められてはお
では法律を変える作戦、これはかなりの盲点では。愚民には及びもつかない絡め手と言えましょう。
Wow.
なぜ頭を撫でるのです。
Because you're kind of dumb and adorable at the same time.
同情だ。あまりに思考が
Yeah.
そうな人みたいだったからな。
侮辱はやめなさい。
Oh, her ribbon slapped me away.
まあ、いざって時に使える戦闘用魔物があるのはいいとしても。
The things came to that would basically be play Krika anyway. I started Kagari. I thought that I would lay my life online for her. Sometimes I'm not sure though. I wonder if it's worth betraying so many people.
かがり、
何です。
俺は尊い仕事がしたい。誰かがやらねばならないことがしたい。それがせめてもの俺に与えられる褒美なんだ。
褒美はすでに約束したはずです。
いや、ああいうのじゃなくてさ。
Okay.
なんつうのかな。俺をうまく乗せてくれる。
I hear grass rustling behind me. It's not my imagination or some small animal. Those are human sounds. And those of the amateurs to boot. An animal wouldn't make such noise. I push a Kagari behind the tree trunk. Simultaneously, I open the scar on my right wrist so I can use my power at any time. No one shoots at me, I also don't sense any threats. Slowly, I'll approach the undergrowth. Someone is shivering for back in the bushes, okay? Who's here? I grab them and pull them out. Oh, Akane! Oh! That's a problem. Actually. So she can kinda speak. I mean, like, she make a noise now. This is kinda problem. Like, she can't see ki, right? But she can sense them, I believe. And we don't know that she's with Gaia. This might be a problem. Like, she may, like, report this, even unknowingly, to Sakura.
お前、
That's not good. kind of terrified of this interaction here right now. Especially that she just randomly found them there. That's weird.
それは何です？
I release a Kana and she shrinks her head in like a turtle.
俺の後をついてきたのかもしれんが。
Okay. Akana looks up at Kagari, then averts her eyes again. Okay. That is a problem. She can actually see her. That is a problem.
その個体。
That is not good.
本当か？
はい、そう感じます。
おい、お前、かがりが見えるのか？
Akana is too frightened to respond to me. Right, this is how she was. She seems to have grown up quite a bit, but she's still struggling.
危険ですね。
何がだ？
顔を見られました。そういうことに注意しなければならない。
言ったが、待て、
Yeah.
こいつは子供だ。
Yeah, we are not killing her, okay?
それに見ての通り、いろいろと難しいものを抱えていて。
But that is a problem indeed.
密告しないとは限らないはず。
Yeah. About to deny that, but the chances of Akana leaking some word of this to Miss Iko are not zero.
そうかもな。
では、殺しましょう。
Jesus! She's just something unthinkable. Oh my god, like... Kagari is like more extreme than Akana in her road. Kinda. One ribbon sharpens the point as it flutters down. Just before the ribbon can hit her, I block it with my arm. Several inches of it eats into my skin, the pain searing. It's only due to the power of resistance for my blood vessels that my arm isn't cut off. It hurts. Now it hurts so bad I could die. But the pain is much better than watching an acquaintance, albeit not a close one, get torn to shreds right in front of me.
なぜ邪魔をするのです？
こいつは顔見知りなんだ。
顔見知り。あなたは
そうじゃない。こいつは無害だ。だから
意味が分かりかねます。姿を見
Of
ら
course you don't understand.
野放しにはできません。
そういうところだけ知恵をつけてんだ
あなたの影響ですよ。ホモサピエンス。
な。なら影響ついでにこいつを見逃してくれ。うまく対処する。
なりません。処分しておくべき。
人間を処分するなんて言うな。
I shake her ribbons off by force. I use my body fluids to seal the wound and staunch the bleeding. It's far from healing, but it's better than leaving it open.
個体に入れ込みすぎではありませんか。
何？
あなたの判断には疑わしい部分が多すぎます。事の重大性を考慮すれば、あなたはより攻撃的になるべきな。
今はそのフェーズじゃないから慎重に振る舞ってる。これはプロとしての判断なんだぞ。
その理屈も多少は理解していますが、排除すべき個体よもやこの個体をかばい立てしているので。
それは
Kagari apathy is more than evident on her face. Yeah, like Kagari is goddamn scary. Jesus, what a psychopath. Yeah, we can really tell while she may look human at core, she's very much not. That was, what was even attracts to about
あ
her?
なたの行動はかがりの意志にかなうものではない。
Her ribbons originally separated into many strips, surge up and wind together to form a creepy whirling worm. Each and every one is a blade that will kill at any minute.
俺ごと切るか。
I wrap my arms around Akana.
そしたらあんたもおしまいだな。組織の連中に駆り出されてゲームセットだ。
小鳥がそのようなことを許す。
そんなに愚かなのは人に触れた時間が短いせいなのか。
Yeah.
このかがりが愚かと。
Pretty much, you are dumb as hell.
戦力差を考えろ。一人二人がいくら特攻したって体勢は変わんねえよ。本気でそんなこともわからないのか。
難行であることは分かっています。だからこそ手段を選ばずに邁進する必要。しかしあなたの行動には自ら課した多くの制限があるように思え。
それが人間ってもんなんだよ。
あなたは人である前にかがりのしもべです。
You are dumb. I have to laugh. Kagari isn't human, I get that. But she's much further removed from humanity than I realized. She's supposed to be a noble being, but she doesn't appear that way at all.
あんたにこんな人情話なんて通じ分かってるさ。
I start to walk away, Akane on my arms.
その個体は
こいつは言葉が使えない個体なんだよ。それに子供が死ぬと世間が騒ぐ。今注目を集めるわけにはいかない。
Kagari's eyes saying something, but I ignore it and leave her hideaway. She doesn't send enough ribbons at me as I go. I head for the Aishi house with Akane. I'm sapped of energy, but I don't forget to keep my Suzaki Bond face on.
茜って小鳥より年上だったよな。
A little girl who must live with a heavier burden than others. Someone who's fully albeit like me can't possibly imagine her suffering. Like, the whole concept of like helping Kagari when Kagari is like this is just... It's just like helping Gaia. I mean, like, we know like she wants to actually save the planet and stuff, but she's so extreme, like, she's extremist just like Gaia Fraction. Holy shit. Like, yeah, we knew she's not human, but goddamn. That's something else. The Anishi house. I ring the bell, and the woman who seems to work there answers the door. As soon as she sees a can on my back,
よかった
her face is too familiar to me.
長い。
It's Nagai, who I thought like, oh! 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 Okay. It's Nagai, who I thought left the organization.
で見つけたので迷子かと思いました。
Yo! Is it possible that she's like actually kind of a spy or something? Is it possible? I mean, she was a part of Guardian, right? And now she's working for, I mean, in the orphanage that is basically managed by Gaia. Ah,
ありがとうございます。目を離した隙に
she seems to doesn't
飛び出してしまい
recognize us though.
助かりました。
Okay, her manner is polite and cordial, nowhere near as distant and cold as it was before. Does giving up your life mean turning into a completely different person?
失礼ですが、こちらはマーテルの
ああ、ではそちらも
Okay.
第3グループの鈴木と申します。
江西の家で働いております。職員のつくのと申します。
つくのさん。
はい。私は第1グループです。
Okay. She changed her name to Sein Kazamatsuri, and in all likelihood, she lost her powers. Is Guardian no longer monitoring her now that she lost her superhuman talents? If she were still under their supervillains, she couldn't enter any Martel Group affiliated facilities.
では、私はこれで。
Interesting. Maybe they just left it on purpose.
お礼はまた今度改めて。
お気になさらず。では。
I turned to go, but a tiny hand grabs onto my sleeve. It's Akane.
あらどうしましたか、あかねさん。
Oh wait! Isn't Sukuna the secretary that Akane had in the road? Wait, I just realized. Like, not in Akane Road, in general, in Rewrite. Wait, can someone confirm this to me? Is Sukuna the one? I just realized that. That's it.
この目。
It's barely there, but there's a glimmer of intelligence in her gaze. It's just that she lacks language skills, but her cognitive skills are slowly developing.
お嬢ちゃん、もう森に遊びに来るんじゃないよ。
この子と知り合いでしたか。
いえ、初対面ですよ。
こんなに懐くなんて。この子まだ話すこともできないんです。
そうでしたか。
I pat Akane's
言
head.
葉が使えても分かり合えないことばかりだ。気持ちを伝えるためのもっといい方法が、あかねちゃんはそれを探してみるといい。
Okay.
ハンデがあったとしても努力する権利は無傷で残る。
It will be hard for her to forget what she saw and heard in the forest. That's how away inspiring Kagari is upon first impression. It may eventually be possible for her to tell people that she witnessed via some method. Yeah.
すべてが無に帰したとしても
Yeah, like I said, this is dangerous as hell. I don't care. I can become a machine that exists only to fulfill my mission. Akane is living her life with everything she has. I'm not going to get involved in her life, but I vowed that I wouldn't get in her way, at the very least. That also means a small but clear betrayal of Kagari. Okay. I compiled the results of my investigation into the report and submitted to Suzaki. Okay, let's see. What kind of info about Guardian are we selling to Suzaki now? He summons me immediately.
読ませてもらったよ。なかなか興味深い内容だ。
Okay.
実務続きだとこういうことが新鮮でね。楽しく読んだ。
恐縮です。
好評だが悪くない切り口だ。君は若い割には大人びた節度ある文章を書く。
Okay.
保守的な組織のあり方は急速な近代化にはついていけず、結果として膨張意識の低さを浮き彫り。
That's what I wrote.
責任の所在を問わない書き方だね。
Okay.
自分の浅い理解では状況を把握するだけで精一杯でして。
それはむしろ賢明さというものだがね。危機意識というものはね、君。問題が切実なレベルで眼前をちらついて初めて周知されるものなんだ。
はい。
そういう焦りの力が体制を改める原動力にもなる。このレポートに難点を挙げるとすれば、そうした時代を変える力が少し足りていないようだ。
So he says. He also said the report would receive full marks if it had been an investigation that could indict a specific culprit. That way, I could lay the blame for the crime on someone, because there actually is no betrayer who spearheaded the info leaks.
ありがとうございます。
では、この調査は一旦ここで打ち切りとし、
踏み込まれないのですか？
その前に確認したい点がある。
Okay. I realize that the huge unfamiliar man is now standing behind me. Okay.
紹介しよう。秘書の高砂君だ。
Oh, it's Takasago! Oh, okay. The man's already all tensed up. Clearly he's ready to pounce on me, if given the signal.
一体
気にしないでいい。それより一つ聞かせてくれ。
He asked his question, his voice pitched to be quiet and
鹿
modulated.
島と会ったそうだね。
So Suzaki found out about that.
レポートに書かれていないようだが、
特定個人の名を出せば誤解を招く可能性がありましたから。
鹿島は聖女だよ。重要人物であるし、単独であったならそう報告が
申し訳ありません。
どんな話をした？
世間話程度でした。
あのような形で会うというのは古い謁見のスタイルなんだよ。昔ほど仰々しく語り立てることはしないがね。鹿島に共鳴する魔物使いが聖女に拝謁するための儀式、知らなかったかね？
全く。
嘘のつき方が下手だね、君は。
I mean, he's pretty good at lying. You still don't know that he's from Guardian. The huge man behind me moves. I'm being restrained. Don't resist. Makes sense. Because we didn't do really, like, this is misunderstanding. We didn't do anything wrong. We are not on Kashima's side. Do not resist. Resisting will just, like, make out the fight and, like, yeah. Makes sense. I should move. I'm an ordinary person. Oh yeah, and also that, we hide superpowers. True. With thoroughly predicted motions, he mobilized my arms behind. Does a peculiar load on my joints? Judo, Jiu-Jitsu? Right, an ordinary person would scream.
安心した。これで君がよからぬことを考えても魔物が動き出す前に止めることが可能だ。覚えておきなさい。魔物使いを殺せば、
須崎さん、これは誤解です。
その話を伺う。世間知らずに舐めた真似をされるのが一番嫌いでね。
俺は確かに鹿島さくらに会いました。調査のためです。
ならレポートに書くべきだった。
隠したのには。
ぜひその言い訳を聞いてみ。
その前に一つ質問が。鍵とは何です？
Kozak's expression changes instantly. While he's still stunned, I tell him about my conversation with Kashima all in one breath. I also give him the following reason for why I concealed our private talk.
鍵を手に入れれば自分にも出世のチャンスが回ってくるとそう企みました。
チャンスだと
はい。
とんだ食わせ者だな。新人の分際で
やっちまいますか。
待て、話のチャンスか。
Suzaki broods over it. Yes, that's right, brood away. There's something off about it, isn't there? I don't want to leave him with half-formed doubts here. Which is why...
おかしいね。世間話で鍵にまで話題が上ったというのか。信じがたいことだ。君はもともと鍵について知っていたのではない。
Good, he figured it out. If I'd said myself, he would find it all little contrived.
証拠あります。
I record my conversation with Kashima Sakura, with a tiny recorder hidden in my pocket. I let Suzaki listen to it.
確かに鹿島が言っているようだ。君の言うこと。嘘偽りではないようだな。いいだろう。高砂、話していい。
I'm released. A tender smile has returned to Suzaki's face.
しかしこれではまるで私につくと宣言しているよ。
それはミスでした。上を目指すならもっと中立の立場を保つべきだったかなと。ただ演技をする余裕がなく鹿島さくらに取り込まれる感じがして。
そう思う者は多いよ。彼女は恐ろしい。
Yeah.
しかし初対面の人間に鍵の話を持ち出すとはな。これではまるで我々の足並みを乱れさせようとしている。
このデータ配信の証拠になるでしょうか。
うかつなことを口走るものじゃないよ。それに電子データではそこまでの切り札とはならないだろうし。
Okay, why not? His face goes blank. He stares at the top of his desk, gaze unfocused as he thinks something over.
鍵がなぜ重要か知りたくないかな。
Yeah, let's get info about Key from them. Several people wearing robes that cover their faces come to get me from where I've been waiting. We enter the restricted area on the 4th floor. There I'm blindfolded. Okay, where the fuck are we going? I walk down the endless flights of stairs.
地下3階の
Okay. Even though I can see I'm an experienced military operator, I'm not going to lose track of where I am simply because I'm blindfolded. I also know my pace and the right direction I'm moving. It seems to be a passageway, but the oppressive feel means it must be extremely narrow. We walk through that for a while. It's around where the courtyard is. I go down more stairs. We skip the 4th basement level and head straight to the 5th. The air is different down here. Then it's back upstairs. We're going to reverse of the way we came. The 1st floor. I'm brought just before the building entrance. The blindfold gets taken off. Okay. I'm in the city. Oh! You are in the copied city. The one from the Akane Road. The replica of Kazamatsuri. Oh! Okay. The very familiar city of Kazamatsuri. But something's different. The cityscape that's flat and looks flat and blank, as if all buildings are made of stone. The air feels stagnant and dry. Utterly devoid of people, the streets are still and lifeless. I turn around questioningly, but the robed men move and say nothing, and go back inside the building.
ようこそ石の町に。
Uh-huh. Suzaki, who must have arrived before me, strolls over.
一体
風祭市に元から存在していた凝縮された別世界だよ。
Mm-hmm.
凝縮された。
わかりやすく言うなら異次元空間のようなものか。あらゆる法則に一切の圧迫をかけず、物理の狭間に折りたたまれている閉じた世界。研究者によれば、人間には決して観測することができない不可視の力とでも呼ぶしかないものが蓄積した結果生まれたという。
不可視の力。魔物を生み出す力ですか。
それがわかるのか。
Yeah, like the city is like one big familiar, right?
近いものを感じました。
A deep underground area must have been the dimensions shift. For a moment, it feels like my cells had gotten switched out for another ones. There was a strong sense of discomfort, although it wasn't exactly painful. My skin still had goosebumps.
君は世俗のものでありながら魔物使いのセンスを持つのだね。そうだな。ここ自体が一つの魔物とみなすことも可能。魔物を生む力はどのような手段でも計測できない。計測できないため、それは物理上の矛盾さえ生まないが。
こりゃすごい。こんなのは初めてです。
大昔からあったそうだよ。このように風祭り師を輻射する性質がある。
どのくらいの広さなんです？
狭いよ。市街も完全ではない。ごく一部だけだ。
Okay, so it grew over time. Okay, I see.
ちょっとしたシェルターですね。
実際そのように用いられていたのかもしれない。
So now this is the part where like Suzaki is going to like reveal to us basically that he may destroy the world, which we know already, but he doesn't know that we know.
ここを守っていたのもマーテルの前身である魔物時の権力者の追求や迫害を逃れるため多くの命と引き換えに編み出されたものか。
魔物なら魔物使いは
今は保存状態だよ。
Okay.
いざとなればこちら側で滞在している魔物使いたちの命を均等に徴収し活性化させることもできるが、活性化によって虫食いの街並みを埋めたり領土を広げることが可能だ。ただあまりにも大量の命が必要とされ、今
Sorry, I had to cut. Okay, what was that? It's not realistic to expand it any more than it's now. Okay, but it did expand that, right? After all, it was bigger actually, right? In that kind of road. Or I just misremember something. Remind me, if possible. Was the whole city actually? Like, did it actually grow? Zach and I go for a walk through the city. I thought it was devoid of people, but I sometimes catch glimpses of roped staff members. And that's not all I see. Familiars are here too, walking around quite normally. They're all Asian elephants laden with massive quantities of packages and
こ
boxes.
こにはインフラは存在しない。水も
Yeah.
電気だから必要なことは人力か魔物を用いて行うしかない。周辺の自然環境だけは本物で空気だけは賄えるが、
大型の魔物ばかりですね。
こうでもしないと使い道がないのでね。
Okay. It's a completely foreign country. A tiny little foreign country cut free from modern society. I think it's pretty creepy, but at the same time, I feel a sense of relief. The negativity within me yearns for this place, to rest in the closed-off environment.
風祭り師には神隠しが多くてね。その理由がこれだ。現世側とこちら側は輻射する性質の関係か見えないつながりを持っているようだ。それで波長の合うものを引き寄せることがある。
Okay.
風祭りには異次元空間
So that's why Kotaro being teleported there from time to time.
そういう都市伝説がありますよ。
まさか事実とは誰も思わないだろうね。
He smiles
こ
happily.
のつながりを利用して魔物の転送を行うことができる。市内の一部とその周辺限定だがね。手配しておくから後でやり方を学ぶといい。
Okay.
秘技の一つだよ。
Sure. Maybe useful. Suzaki lays me over. All over. By the time I've gotten used to the slightly inconsistent physical sensations, we've arrived at the outskirts. He stops there.
まずは鍵について話そう。
He jumps right into it. Suzaki information is incomplete. For example, our planet gave rise to the key. The key is born with a human-like form. That form can be perceived by the majority of humans. The key will bring destruction. For leader of some other organization, he's woefully underinformed. Okay.
魔物使いは世に失望し、果ては生に憎しみさえ感じるようになった人々だ。彼女たちの言う救済とは鍵による滅びなのだよ。
Mm-hmm.
今の君なら
生きることが辛いと思ったことはあります。
そうだ。もっと慎重に考えるべき問題だよ、これは。鍵をめぐる我々の立場はどれも異なる。ガーディアンは鍵を殺すことで滅びを一時免れ、問題を先送りにしよう。
Yeah, pretty much.
逆に鹿島ら主級派は鍵を抱き込むことで滅びを受け入れる。
And you want to use it, right? I think.
君ならどうする？もし
I think about it the way an ordinary person of the world would. Like, ordinary person would be on the Guardian side. Like I said multiple times, like Guardians makes much more sense. Like, it's akin to incredibly powerful bomb. Using such a thing would be unthinkable. But I also can't hand it over to someone. Next thing I'd think of after getting it would
コン
be...
トロールはできないんでしょうか？
Or that, sure. I felt like we are answering with the, one of the sides. Okay, sure. Zaki knows deeply. I guess I got it right.
鍵とは星の生み出す感覚器官のようなものだ。いわば目であり耳である。おそらくそうしないと巨大な星は自分の傷を知るゆえに、鍵の目を塞いでいる限り決断を停滞させることが可能と。
Okay.
鍵が生まれることは星にとっては危機的なことのはずだ。だから鍵は人を視察し滅ぼしてしまう。環境問題は経済活動と連携するために誇張されたものも多いが、それを抜きにしてもそう、数十年も持たない可能性がある。星が干上がれば文明など一瞬で対抗する。かつてイースター島に栄えた文明に放っておいても世は滅びる。なら我々はどういった救いを見出す？
I finally understand what Suzaki's goal
ま
is.
さか本当にシェルターを？
この広さなら小規模な生態系をそのまま移植できるという専門家の試算でね。
And we know like it's successful actually. For Makana Road. Experts. My parents' faces flash in my
た
mind.
とえ星が枯れ果てても、ここだけは豊かな緑地を残すことが可能ということだ。
それでどれだけの人を救えます？
人口は数万人程度に限定せねばならんだろうね。原始的な生活にも戻ることになるが、不便さを納得させる方便はある。
そんな魔法の言葉があるものですか？
あるとも。こう呼べばいい。人工来世。
Man-made afterlife. Okay. I guess we survived from the from the apocalypse. Okay, back to Kagari.
お外
God damn it! Where the fuck did she go again? Kotori, answer me reluctantly.
お外って？
止めたけど行っちゃって。
またあいつは。
I want to click my tongue in frustration. I said all that to Kagari, but she still don't heed my
なん
warnings.
で止めなかった？
止めたけど
あいつが風祭りにいることがバレたらどうなるか分かってるのか？いつも一緒にいるお前が止めないで。
Kotori jumps, her shoulders hunching up. I bite my tongue, cutting my run off. Kotori is not the one who should be on the receiving end of it. Plus, I still refuse to approve of her presence here.
ここら辺まで行ったのか分からないか？
わかるこれで
Inside her tiny palms, it's something that closely resembles the leaf birds Suzaki gave me. Okay. Earlier, Kotori asked me to show her the leaf birds, and I gave her one that I reported as lost.
自分で再現したのか？
ちゃんと係も感じ取るようにしてある。
Okay. The birds are linked. Contracting with one means you can tell what the others are. But if I use Kotori's familiar...
からは出ないって言ってたからこの近くにいると思う。
Okay.
そうか。
At the very least, Kagari seems to be aware she shouldn't go into the city. So naive. The woods are actually more dangerous. All nature all around us is used as a travel road for familiars. Gathering intelligence, assassination, distractions of property. There are departments that do that. I'm not closely involved with them, but I hear snippets of conversation often. Under Suzaki control, the Martel group has turned into the full-blown organized crime group.
連れ戻しに行ってくる。
使って。
大丈夫だ。自前のがある。
It is not as good as the one she made, but I have a leaf bird I duplicated myself. I can see Kagari and that's good enough. It will mean doing things the hard way, but I will be able to locate Kagaris nearby.
そう。
Yeah, like using her familiar would mean that using her life force, right? I think. Because she have to be contacted with this familiar too, right? I think. Not only Kotaro. I'm not sure. Why? I'm not sure why he refused the bird that she made. I think like that's the case. Like using this bird would like actually use her life force. I may be wrong, but that's the only thing I can think of. She looks dejected.
生意気が。
What should I do about her? It's fine for now because nothing has happened. But once things really get going, I won't be able to protect both Kotori and Kagari.
話変わるけど、会ってみたぞ。お前の両親。
Okay.
知ってる。
Yeah, you can sense, yeah, from your familiars. Well, she would. She's the one controlling them. Kotori can see what her familiars
悪い
say.
けど、あれはもう人間じゃない。リカコさんはあんな性格じゃなかったろ。あんなロボットみたいな性格じゃさ。本当は自分でももうお前賢いんだからさ。魔物使いの力では死んだ人間は生き返らないよ。別のものに作り直すことはできても、そのまま蘇らせることは無理だ。命の力ってそういうよほどのことがなけりゃそんなことは実現しない。
Yeah.
これは諦めるべきことだ。かわいそうだけどな。だから小鳥、お前にはこの力はいらないはずなんだ。
そんなことない。
今は東京的扱いなんだってな。このままずっと森で暮らすのか？
しばらくは。
この仕事が片付いたら俺は日本を離れるかもしれない。
嘘。
本当だ。危ない橋渡ってるんだ。そのくらいのことは考えてる。むざむざ追い回される前に蒸発するさ。英語圏の国ならなんとかやれるしな。でもお前はそんなことできないだろ。と。だけど今降りれば元の生活に戻れる。な。そうしろって。
Yeah, damn it. Ah. These are the only times she acts so childish. What I'm gonna do with someone who won't budge no matter my
結
approach.
界はありがたかった。それは助かったよ。でもそろそろ自分の人生に戻ってくんないか。
Suddenly her face turns grim. I realize her eyes have welled up with tears. I don't mean to push her that hard.
お断りします。
She's speaking politely and formally to me, which means a barrier is up around her heart. She turns tail and disappears beyond the big tree deep in the
タ
woods.
フなやつ。
All I can do is sigh in disappointment. Okay. And we're back to Kagari, huh? I guess another hard conversation with her. Being all stubborn and like trying to kill everyone. Kagari is watching and the city from the hilltop quite a distance away. Doesn't look like anyone detect her.
触発されるものでもあるのか。
人々の声が
Okay. She says that without turning around to look at me.
いろいろな言語がさまざまな色を伴って
Okay.
そうやって言葉を学ぶのか。
最初は理解することはできません。でも次第に言葉は意味を持って立ち上がってきます。けれどどれほど言語に通じても
Yeah, because you are not human and you don't have like interactions and stuff. There's things that you just can't comprehend by just looking at.
人の心です。
Yep.
あなた方は思ったことと行動との間に良いと思ったことを成し遂げればいいのに、それをしようとしません。
いろいろあんだよ。人間には悪者がいたからって世界中の悪者を一方的に殺すようなことはできないんだ。
最近共同体を維持するための見えない力について
Okay.
係は
I know she must means politics or ethics.
するとあることに気づきました。あなた方は現状をとても大切にしています。明日の希望を得るために 今の幸せをかけるようなことをしません。
Hey, so she's starting to actually understand something. Little bit.
よければ明日などどうでもよいのです。
Yeah, that's pretty much how humans think, yeah.
良くないことは分かってても
Yeah,
なかなか冒険はできないさ。
pretty much.
危機意識は
From the mouth of Suzaki, it must be influencing
実
me.
際に問題が起こってからでないと生まれない。
かがりはその思考を浅ましく
Yeah, we know.
まあ実際良い記憶ではないだろうな。結局そこの浅い保身なんだから。
明日を得るため今を犠牲にせねばならないことも頭では分かっていても行動では示せないのです。
それができるのはごくわずかな人間だけ。家庭を持ってしまったら守りに入るしかない。それは仕方ないことなんだ。みんな守るべき小さな幸せがあるんだ。小さな幸せのため明日から目をそらすのは浅ましいことかもな。でも人間だって動物だ。怖がりもする。戦えるのはごく一部だけだよ。
ホモソシオロジクス
Okay. She's just like keep giving like different like terminologies. Homosociologies. Members of society. Never heard about that term too.
そうです。
You should just make them up.
階級闘争をやめればいいのです。
Yeah, good job. Like, good luck trying that. Good luck trying that. Also, 1 second. I will just save for a moment. Just in case everyone needs.
より合理的な役割分担を実現し、明日に突撃です。
頭を撫でたくなるようなことを言うなよ。
Yeah.
かがりは頭を撫でられることを好みません。
だからやるんだ。
敵対
Jesus.
あのな、人それぞれの意見を統一することは不可能だと理解しろよ。長い歴史の中、いろんな人間がそれを試して全員失敗してきた。人は必ず敵対する。必ずだ。どんな状況からでも
Yeah,
相手の
pretty
する
much.
ことにケチをつける。なぜだか、それはどんなに文明が発展しても起こる。受け入れがたい相手が必ず出てきてしまうんだ。
不合理すぎます。
そういう反発する力が進化には必要だったんじゃねえかな。けども地球には広がれる土地なんて残ってないからな。なんとか受け入れてやっていくしかないんだ。
That's exactly why the only stipulation left to us is to create infinite man-made afterlives. At the cost of the millions of
かが
lives.
りにいい考えがあります。
I don't know, what's your idea? God damn it. That's not going to be a terrible idea, isn't it?
海底に都市を作り、そこに人類の半分を移住させるというのは
Actually, we are kinda doing this. Okay. Actually, that's kinda what we did with Akana Road and with Suzaki. Yeah. I burst out laughing before she could finish. It's such an amusing suggestion that I find myself forgiving her for all kind of things.
あなたがなぜ笑っているのかさえ
勉強不足だからか。
そう判断するのがだと。
もし人のことを学び続けたら、あんたはいつか
Yeah.
俺たちの感情さえ理解できるのかな。
Like, I think, like, we're doing this, but in a sense, she thought about this as like, yeah, if like half and half fighting, then take just one half and hide it. But this half is still going to have issues within themselves, so yeah. That's not gonna happen, but yeah, we kinda making a shelter, so yeah, that part is true.
そうなるでしょう。
If she keeps interacting with humans ad infinitum, in the same form, eternally observing people, if it were me, I know what I'd think. I'm the only one who's different. What sort of unconscious inferiority complex drives people to form groups? We try to make ourselves like someone else. Kagaru would probably never feel that way. But if that could happen, I'd love to see it.
OK 係。今後はこの丘までの出歩きをしてくれていい。
Okay.
なぜあなたの許可がいるので。
許可っていうか、まあいいけど、ついてはこいつを携帯してくれ。常に。
Okay. I take out several devices from my pocket. I've acquired them all through irregular means. They're burner phones from children. These were designed so their parents could see their child's location. Oh, okay.
おホモファベル
Why you make up things?
利便を図るのは人の誇るべき美点の一つと言えます
Like, these are definitely things that, like, she's making up things, I swear. This is not real. She's not making up things now.
珍しくお褒めいただきどうも。いくつか持ってきた。好きながら選んでくれよ。
For kids, they're all decorated with characters from anime and children's shows.
よくわかりませんが侮辱されているような気がします
そんな事実はない。
It's definitely funny though.
こんなのいいんじゃないか。男の子向けだけど、パチモンのイラスト入り。パチモンってのはコンパチブルモンスターって人気の。
Of course, it's Patimon monsters. Of course it is. I've heard that the many monsters in the game are based on the Kazamasuri cryptids, but I don't know too much about it. An image of the insect-type monster decorates a blue cell phone.
色と模様によって機能が違うのですか
いや一緒。好きなの選べ。
どれでも構いません
人間は好きなものを選ぶもんだ。学習の一環で試してみたらどうだ
Yeah. Kakari moves closer to inspect the phones dangling from my hands.
ではこれにいたしましょう
She selected the simplest design, which has illustrated chrysanthemum on it. It's orange. It's probably be the least popular one.
そいつでいいのか。
ええランダムに選択し
That's not how it works. That's not what I asked you.
そうか。そいつを持ってる限り、俺の端末で
But sure.
あんたの位置がわかる。
You made some choice. Random, but still a choice, I guess.
身につけて話さないようにしてくれ。
いいでしょ
でも、遠出は勘弁してくれよ。
う分かっていますこれも対岸成就のため
Kakari's curious gaze at the cell phone is at odds with her self-important proclamation. I feel oddly charmed.
年度予算案を発表し、その中で商業宇宙輸送機の開発を含む国際月基地計画への予算配分を大幅に削減することを明らかにしました。これにより計画は打ち切りを余儀なくされると見られており、事実上米国はすべての国際的宇宙資源開発事業から撤退することになり、
Withdrawing from all space resources. Okay. So without lazy, Mamiya watches a TV broadcast on his phone, which I set up on a desk.
今宮、いいか。
Yeah, and I think like we're going to continue actually this in the next episode. We meet with Imamiya in the Guardians, and yeah, we'll see how this will go from now on. Very curious where this is going. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and from Pocket Watch, let's get out.